surface today. We're at Trafford Studio Bar. Gavin's on holiday, so I don't even want to hear about Gavin and that. So he's on holiday, so I'm hating on that for a moment. But yeah, man, we've got a good interview today. We've got Rocket. You know what I mean? You know, we've known each other. I don't know. We know each other. Yeah. You
know, my cousins as well, so you know what I mean? Yeah.
Everyone knows everybody.
That's what I'm saying, man. So it's mad as well, like that.
Yeah, man. But like, it's good to have you on the show. We kind of you kind of reached out to me, you know, we spoke about like where you was or where you are now. Do you know what I mean? And I think it's good, and I think it's good for other people growing up in the hood to understand that. Yeah. You know, you don't have to go the ways that other people go. Do you know what I mean? Have your own mindset. Do you know what I mean? Even though with what's in front of you. But like, what was your earliest memories of growing up in Moss Side?
Earliest memories were going to school because I lived on Broadfield Road, innit? Near the Princess Parkway. So like, just going to Webster and like, obviously you're a kid, so you go bed early, you wake up in the morning and you're crossing the road and there's bullet casings all over the road, innit? You know what I mean? And like, we're picking them up, me and my brethren now. We're still brethren now, actually. We're picking them up and putting them in our pockets and going to school and that, and you know, playing out Saturdays or just playing out on summer times, innit? Like, and then something will pop off on Claremont Road or something. You just see bare people running down the road and all that.
But like, how was that for you as a child? But like, was you desensitized it because it happened that much, or was it just like, I know, even like bullets, how do you know bullets and all that? How do you know this? You know what I mean?
This is what I'm saying. I think we're just because obviously I think we didn't know at the time. It was only until someone's told us that's what they are. You know what I mean? But like, I think you're just desensitized because that's where you come from. So that's all you know, innit? You know what I mean? That's all you know. So it's just normal, innit? It's just, oh yeah, that's what's gone on.
How old was you though when you're talking at that time?
Probably like 8, 9 or something. 8, 9, yeah.
Like, can you describe to somebody that doesn't know, or people that don't know? Because obviously there's no cameras back then, or like internet, or like, how was it like walking around in Moss Side as a child? Like, what things could happen, or like, you know, if you're not at your mum, you got your family, you know, your parents looking after you. But like, what things could happen if you like, it was just being a child, but like, not even just as a child, but like going on around you. Do you know what I mean? Like, what things you have any memories of anything, like something popping up when he's around?
What do you mean, like with me, like involved or affecting me, or something happened while I was there? You mean?
Just being as a kid and something popping up, and it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, something happened on Claremont Road, near the pub, and we were just at the park, just like on is it Cowsby Street?
Yeah.
The little park there, and just playing as kids, and just shots in it. So we just went running towards Rep Park, innit? I don't think it's called Rep Park, is it? Well, I think that's what we used to call it anyway. We just went running towards Rep Park, innit? But that was just normal in the summer. You know what I mean? It was just normal, like. It was just a normal thing. You know what I mean? Like, even at Rep Park, you'd have a big sound system in there, summertime, and it'll go on for for weeks, innit? You know what I mean?
But what about fond memories of the hood? What fun things you remember growing up as a child? What things were there then that are not there now? Like, I remember the youth clubs that they used to have in like during 6 weeks holidays and things like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how it was for you, but like, what was it like? What was the positive things, like carnival or anything like that?
The positive things. Well, carnival, obviously, it was a lot different back then, but carnival back then was proper, like, it was just open, innit? So you could just, everything, like, you could go right over into that park, that part of the park, and there's a sound system, or you can, so it was all...
It had tents as well, didn't it?
Yeah, it had tents, and it was just so different. You could go in so many different places, but now it's all in one little circle thing, innit? So, I mean, it's still good now, and it's probably a lot more safer now.
I think that it just made it a way that it's just safer for people with tents. It's just like, tents, something can happen in there, they weren't there. Do you get what I mean? So it's more safer for the police and more easier for them to handle, and they work out strategies in situations where places, do you know what I mean?
That's it. So I understand that. And also, the youth clubs, like, Moss Side Youth Club, big up to all the youth workers from back then times. Even
Carmel Road, man.
Carmel Road, yeah. I remember Carmel Road as well. And you know what? I wouldn't have left that out because remember, I think I went Carmel Road 1 6-week holidays, but the rest of the time it was either Moss Side or Hideaway. You know what I'm saying?
And there's always something. There's always things in the hood. Like I remember even like on bonfire night. I know there was little things popped up on bonfires night, but they had like bonfire nights. You get what I mean? With a lot of all the fireworks. You get what I mean? But there's a sense of like I don't feel that kind of unity and that kind of thing anymore. It's kind of changed. You get what I mean?
Yeah, but I think that's more to do with the councils as well. You know what I'm saying? I think the councils could do more. For the community.
I think they put it down to the people that are like these people, like organisations like Powerhouse and all this. Like it's down to them to think, all right, we'll fund the money, but do you know what I mean? But like there is things going on, but there needs to be more things going on. I think
definitely because one of the highlights back in the day was like you said, bonfire night Hideaway.
Yeah,
that was popping. Like they were the early days of Trigger and that, innit? Like you know, on the sound system.
Well, because I remember Trigger, but I remember like I remember the Earth because. I remember there was an incident where Trigger was there, but something happened and I want to go into it, but someone got shot there, do you know what I mean? But Trigger was there as well, but he was just starting, I think he was just starting out, weren't he?
I think I remember, I think it was like that, because I went running, again, I know I went running, everyone scattered all over the place. Yo, it was mad, that was mad. I don't know, did he have one after that? Or was that the last one?
I don't know. I think that might have been the last one.
That might have been the last one, you know. Yeah, that might have.
Yeah. Got shot that night.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but I think remember Trick was saying, yo, man, I think he ran into the people. You get me? But obviously, yeah.
Because I remember, because Trick was on our football team from my side, and he was telling us all about it. Obviously, I'm not going to go into what he was telling us, but he was telling us all about it at the
time. How did it feel like? Obviously, we know that we see gang members, but like obviously, you put us on something like how was it like when you see like older guys in gangs like on bikes with balaclavas or bandanas on, and do you know what I mean? How was you feeling as a child? Was it just a norm, or do you think it's just like did you feel scared, or did you feel like what did it make you feel?
Well, what was mad is like because I lived on Broadfield Road, we had mates on Quinney, so we used to spend all our time as kids, like near Hideaway, you know what I'm saying? So when Hideaway, if it was 6-week holidays, Hideaway is closed now in the evening, we'll still be on Quinney, just chilling, where the bridge used to be, going over where where precinct used to be and all that. So we used to chill all there, but obviously you used to see older man just come riding through, ballad up and that, but and then obviously we're chilling and that. You can see I'm short anyway, so when I was younger I was well short, so people just see me as a kid, innit, you know what I mean? So but I never, but they used to probably think, right, who are these, like, gang of youths here? Because there used to be like 10 of us, innit? Just chilling, talking, we'd just stay there all night. And but nah, you know what? I think it was just desensitized, because it was just the norm, innit? Do you know what I mean? Because you used to see it all the time. Do you know what I'm saying? It was like when we were kids, crossing, like, if there was like 10 of us on bikes crossing the Princess Parkway, you just hear all the doors going.
I know that. You know what I'm saying? But they were going around with like 20 men on bikes and all that, bandanas over the face. You get me?
It was mad.
Like you just hear doors closing, but then you know, there was certain man that was jacking people on Princess Road, car. But you see that you just people you just hear car, you just hear it, wouldn't you? You know what I mean?
It's just mad. There's certain things that will stick with you, innit?
But I remember that you saying that you just brought it all back. As soon as you just see man crossing the road, might be going somewhere, you see with those cars. But yeah, man. But yeah, so did you feel like did it scare you? Just used to it all, weren't you? What age did you realise how it was like the gang culture? When did you realise you said that people that you were around or people that you were related to that kind of like did it expose you to it? Like not expose you to it, but like made you realise there's some kind of like this gang stuff. When did you realise there was gang stuff going on? Future did it in.
I always knew when I was a kid anyway. Because it was like even sitting outside Hideaway. We were outside there, like there might have been like 7, 8 of us, like chilling, probably even more of us chilling. And this was at the time where the police were driving around in them unmarked cars, and then just parking up and then with the camera in the back seat and all that. Them times, and then that's what they did. So they pulled up on Quinney, where Hideaway is, and we were sat literally on the fence. where Hideaway is, outside Hideaway, and they pulled up and they were watching us. So we're like, oh, I mean, and then one of the youth workers come out, Irvin come out, and I was like, right, come on, come back in, come in. So we all went in the thing here, and obviously the police drove off. But then we seen that documentary that they did on my side years ago, and they were talking about my side, they blurred out the faces, but that was us. So they're talking about gang this and that, but these are little kids that were at Hideaway. So that documentary is a load of rubbish.
Yeah, but I mean? Sometimes they use little things that were narratives to just use like, oh, they're the gang, because you couldn't really get hold of the people that were in the gangs, or
there you
got a bus after, or something.
Or they don't even know who they're looking for. So they're trying to create a thing.
I bet what you're saying, bro.
They've done it again, not too long ago. You know what I mean?
So was anyone involved in your family that you knew that was like involved in it that you could relate to, that you were close to? Like a number of family. So I was kind of sort of like just grown into it, innit? You know what I'm saying? But the maddest thing is, like, you've got some part of my family on one side, and then next part on the
next side.
So how does that work out?
That's mad, innit?
So how does that work out then?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how it used to work out back then, because I was younger. But obviously, as we're older now, like I got a cousin that's over them sides there. But obviously, there's truce on now. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? And but yeah, it just, I don't know. It's just mad. It is, isn't it? It's mad. It's
really a number of times where I've got family over this side, I've got family on that side. Do you know what I mean? It's like I've not had none of that. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, I just want to know how it is, isn't it? Is it like? There's not been no, like, there ain't no beef or nothing like that, or nothing crazy like that. But I don't know. It's just they chill with them, and you know what I mean. They chill with them. It is what it is, isn't it? Yeah. What helped you just like kind of like we said you went to jail like 2 times, innit? Like, do you think that was a deterrent for you? Like, yo, this is bullshit. This man, this is sitting there. This is like longer. Like you said, you do 6 months. You might have got found not guilty, and it's like, right. But what about the 6 months I've just done? Like, you know what I mean? So how did it feel for you?
Yeah, jail just felt like a waste of time. Like, there's nothing for you to do in it. So you know what I mean. You just sat about, and There's nothing for you to do either. Because I was on the cleaners anyway. Obviously, my first week when I got in there, obviously I knew one kid in it, so it just got me on the cleaners straight.
Well, that's a nice job. That,
you know, that's what I'm saying. So you're out your cell. You're out your cell. You get all your gym time, all of that. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? Like, if you're just normal now, it's just like, for any kids that have not been jail yet, or anyone who haven't been jail yet, like, jail is boring. There's nothing to do. You know what I mean? It's just boring. And not only that as well, like, that's what I mean. Like, I don't even play Scrabble. But I was just finding little things to do. You know what I mean? Just to pass the time. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. I'm playing cards and that. You get raps and all things. And,
but like, yeah, man. What made you get into being like working at engineering? What made you go down that path? What was the catalyst of that?
Well, to be fair, I remember when I was in Strangeways, and a woman come up to me. They come to you like in your first week, or the first 2 weeks. It might have been the first week anyway. But obviously they knock on and they'll go, right. We've got this course going on. And it was a railway engineer one. And then obviously I was interested, but I weren't doing. You had to be doing plus such a time to be put on that course, because I wasn't doing as much time.
A long time, because it's a long course.
That's what I'm saying. I weren't able to do it then. So it was just mad that I was doing some community work or some community service thing, you know. And then one of the guys was said, yo, you know, there's a course. One of the supervisors was saying, you know, there's a course going for that. So I said, bam, give me the number. I just got straight on, phone them up, boom, 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 boom. And then, like, luckily there was a course going like 3 weeks later. And I'm straight on it. You know what I mean?
would you say that there was someone that I know you made yourself, you committed yourself? Is there anyone that made you pursue that on that course? Is there anyone that made you like think, like, you know what I mean? Obviously, coming from where we come from, sometimes you haven't got the best confidence, have we? Do you know what I mean? Is there anyone that gave you that little confidence, or were you just alright on your own? Were you that strong-minded yourself? Or does anyone on the course you thought that took a shine and thought, you know what, I wanted to get through? Or was it just your own self-determination?
No, you know what it is, right? I've got 2 kids in it, so like at the end of the day, like
that's determination.
Yeah, that's my determination, bro. Like I've got to have something solid and steady for them, innit? You know what I mean? And obviously, I do other little bits outside of like music and all that stuff. I need something that's solid, some foundation. Yes, something solid for them. You know what I'm saying? So so that's my motivation, bro.
Yeah, that's good. That's good, isn't it? You know what better than your own kids to motivate you? You know what I mean? Did you ever feel like when you were doing it? How long was your course for?
4 months.
4 months. Did you ever feel like obviously, like I said, when you're coming from, sometimes you haven't got the best of figures. Did you feel like times like quitting or anything, or did you feel like times like it was getting hard for you and all that? What kept you going, like your kids and all? But like, did you feel like times it was? It's a new thing, innit? Do you know what I mean? It's the norm, but it's new to
Yeah. To be fair, like I'm a very confident person, innit? So I'm not gonna lie. There were times where it got hard. There were times where I felt I was gonna quit or anything. But there were times where it got hard. But I know I'm the type of person, if I like put my mind to something, you know what I'm saying? I can it was like there's times where there was a day where I couldn't be in. But they might have had coursework that. So then when I come in, I've got to do that day's work plus catch up on the coursework at the weekend. So as long as you're going to apply yourself
committed yourself.
So I'd say to myself, right, so my Saturday, I'm going to dedicate a few hours to get that coursework done, and then I can have my weekend and then I'm up to date with my work. You know what I mean? So I just structure what I'm doing. You know what I mean? So
you've got to have some sort of like plan in it. You've got to have some sort of like, I know what you mean. And you've got to be condition yourself to do these certain things.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying like, obviously not everyone's the same as me. Not everyone's got confidence. Do you know what I'm saying? And some people need a help. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just hoping that, you know what I mean, when people see this video now, they can, look and just say, yo, you know what, I can do that as well, innit?
Definitely. This is why we're here, to tell people that, you know what I mean, it's not impossible, man. Looking back, not looking like now, like you see the young kids growing up in my side, like, how do you feel it is from now, how till then? There's still a lot of things to be done, but it's a lot more better than. Like, I don't think people can comprehend how it was back then.
Nah,
it's like, you don't understand, like,
bro,
you break it down to how it was back then.
Bro, like, everyone that I, like, just like I was in the gym yesterday, and I was speaking to a brother then, and it was like, we survived. So everyone that I see from our generation, you know what I mean, that was up and down and all that. You know what I mean? Like we survived that time, innit? You know what I'm saying? Like everyone that was involved, or everyone that was from my side or from the next side or this side, you know what I mean? We survived. A lot of man our age now got kids, all them things. Some got jobs now, gone legal, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? But for everyone, I think everyone who survived them times, I think your gift is to steer the young people away from that kind of life. I think that's what the gift is. You know what I mean?
You're here for a reason.
For a reason, bro.
Use it. Do you get what I mean?
Serious, man.
Not for negativity. You know what I mean? But positivity.
I'll say, like, we lost too many people, man.
It's caused a lot of trauma in the hood as well.
It has, man. There's a lot of man going through trauma. Like this is what I'm saying. It was like that like one Christmas we was meant to go and babysit my cousin. We was only young this time as well. I think I was in the first year of secondary school, and was meant to go and babysit our cousins. It was one of the streets next to Rep Park. So anyway, it got to the time where we were about to phone the taxi. Well, we phoned the taxi anyway. And then my cousin's mum said, there's been a shooting down here, so come down, we'll just see what, you know what I mean, because she was meant to be going out. So we get down there now, and this is when Benji got shot, you know what I'm saying? So, and she lived on the same street as Benji, Benji's mum and friends, and actually I think it was them two that were going out, you know what I'm saying? So obviously I got to my cousins now, and we're just waiting to see what, but I was upstairs, and she told us to go upstairs, and because this is literally all just happened, you know what I mean? And then I just heard like, he's dead. I swear, bro, I can still hear it now, you know what I mean? Like, and it was just some madness, man, like, do you know what I mean?
How old was you then?
I think I was about 12 then, you know what I'm saying?
Did you know Benji as well?
Yeah, Benji was my cousin, man. Yes. You know what I mean? Family, you know what I mean? So, yeah, so we had to go home and all that, yeah, man, so I can still hear that now, do you know what I mean? So, yeah, man, we lost too many people, man. I can't even go through all the names, man. But too many people, man.
But like, we're trying to build the future.
Building a future.
And other people. We're trying to change that mindset of my side.
Yeah, we don't want kids going through trauma, going through having to lose your friend while you're in school learning and all them things. It's mad. No kid should have to go through that. Not only that, no mum should have to bury the son. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like we were saying, you know, a lot of our grands and granddads and all that all know each other. Do you know what I mean? And mums are from church and all them things.
Grew up in the struggle when they were going through the struggle.
Yeah,
you know
man.
what I mean?
Because they were the generation before us.
If not, then it would have been from sort of like Reno or something. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. I know your dad from Reno or something. We know it's a small place. Do you get what I mean? So it's sad that things did become like that, but you know, things are going in a better path. I think kids have got a choice, do you get what I mean? I think that this gang stuff and all this stuff, it's dying out, man. It's dead. It's dead. Do you get what I mean? Right now, it's about looking after your own family, the ones closest to you. Do you get what I mean? Well, like, what message would you give to, like, you gave out a message, but what kind of message would you give to, if you could go back to your younger self, and what message would you give to your younger self? Like, what would you say?
I'd say to myself that the world's bigger than just my side. And you learn a lot more going into different environments then you can come back into your environment and then put in. Do you know what I'm saying? So, you know, go out and explore. Go out and explore. You're not selling out if you go wherever you go in and then come back. You know what I mean? Just go out and explore the world. Go out and explore. Even if you're not exploring the world, go out and explore the UK. Do you know what I mean?
It's a big wide world.
It's a big wide world.
Traveling, isn't it?
Yeah, everything. There's different experiences. You meet different people. They're the kind of things that build your confidence as well. You know what I mean? So yeah. You said you do music and all that yourself as well, isn't it? Is there anything you want to say about that, or you do anything on YouTube, or you just like hobby? What is it? I don't even. Well, obviously, used to do a bit on radio and that, and we used to. RPG, we used to travel London, all over the UK, Wolverhampton, Birmingham, Liverpool, all over the place. UKG. But yeah, man. But at the moment, I'm just like focusing really more on a little bit of acting.
Do whatever you
So there's a new thing coming out called Cold Up North, and I'm bougie. So I've got a little part in them.
Yeah. Got a
little part in that. It's like
with Bush it.
Yeah. So
Bush gives me jokes.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. So and that's another person since, you know what I mean. Like, how many people can say they've known someone since nursery? You know what I mean? There's me, Bush, and Sags. So there's three of us that have known each other since like nursery. You know what I mean? And we're still like grown-ups now. You know what I mean? So it's mad that.
Yeah, man. But like, you know, your journey, you've gone into engineering. Like, what would you tell any black kid that, you know, it's not impossible to get where you want, is it?
Nah,
it might be a little bit harder. But it's not impossible, is it?
No, it's not impossible. I think the initial hard bit is just getting started. But just ask questions, you know, speak to people.
Your mannerisms as well, innit? You feel like manners gets you a long way?
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. Manners gets you a long way. I've got to, like, this is what I want to say to some people as well. Like,
man,
you know, you don't have to. You don't, you know, if something's not going your way, or if someone said something you don't like, you don't have to be on this yo.
You don't have to be on that head.
Man, just keep it calm, keep it nice, and that's what you know. What I mean, that's what they want to see. You know, in these professional places, just you know, if you keep, your strength, is your calmness. That's your strength as a man.
Because they expect you to blow up in it, that's what it's, and then when you do, like, man, this is that, smash the plate.
That's the narrative, angry black man. That's the narrative.
Chip on your shoulder,
you know what I mean?
You've got to play this game, man.
That's the narrative.
You've got to play this game, innit? And like I say to people, it's not a race, it's a marathon.
Yeah. But it's little steps, so it's it's just little steps. You can't build Romans are built in a day. You know what I mean? So, you know, if you're, you know, a very timid person and not very confident, you're not going to be confident tomorrow. It's something that you've got to work on it, you know. So
Well, man. Is there anything else you'd want to say? Anything before we finish?
That's what I say. You know, I think my side now. Is so much better for the kids to grow up in, and you can walk around, and you know you got Alexandra Park where people can.
Remember that used to be that didn't used to be like that, did it?
Nah,
it never used to be that Alexandra Park.
Or bushes everywhere. It was dark.
Put things down in there.
It was dark. Trees overgrowing.
I walked past one day. I was like, "Nah, you're in the park," and this.
So nice and light, and you know what I mean. It's just nice, and you know what. I think what adds to the community as well is there's a lot of students now as well. You know what I mean? Because back our time, you think students felt safe coming anywhere? No. Are you mad? But now, obviously, the students are mingling in and all of that. And and there's different communities as well in my side now as well, which has made it evolve more. So it's just nice to see that. You know, there's not as much. Obviously, there is still your little skirmishes. But there's not no war thing, like there's no war like it was, you know what I mean? There's no war like back then. It's not like that, you know what I mean? So
man. Well, you know what? I'm gonna wrap this up on the show, but it's good to, you know, hopefully we could bring you back on this soon.
Man.
Capacity.
Nice to meet you.
And positivity all the way for the kids and showing them that there's another way.
Man. Definitely.
But that's it from scratching the surface, man. Okay. But man. Big shout, man.
Nice one, brother.
That's me, man.
All right, bro.